See too much, make my life easy. To find another lot to pop water. When I'm gone, just back to me. You be the cook, no sikumina. You got me eating and I'm going to win. Yeah, to what you go, you take for Luca. To my days, again, I got to live with me. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Give me by my side, you will stuck with me. Girl, it's not a feeling tight when you're by my side. Let me tell you the truth. You speak with a voice, it's in high definition. Take a picture of you, 3 big glasses, make you an invention. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Give me by my side, you will stuck with me. Girl, it's not a feeling tight when you're by my side. When you push them, when you push them. Ashes, run them down. Put fire on them, on them. You're my number, we're gonna become my wife. We burn them down, we burn them down. What you doing now? Tell me go together. Now I soon make go. Sometimes you gotta chase it. And it's what you need. This moment is a candle melting. This moment is a flower melting. This moment is a planet tilting. This moment won't last. The universe has passed. Say you come present is already past. Sometimes you gotta chase it. And it's what you need.
You guys realize that I just stopped. Abantu batonze nonya chemba koliranga sichira. Why? Because the same government officials have failed to regulate borders to tell them you cannot overtake from the left. So they come and want to get off the road by Itewo. Okay? They want go bavire okuba wa border go gende ku police. Under circumstances, yes, when I can, I literally get out of their way. But when I can't, I just stop. It's very stupid driving. They are driving like they are madmen. Because nalinko wa border wentu. Yo yakuvugisize byekisuru yeyongera na agenda. And I'm thinking if someone has a right of way, they obviously have a lead vehicle which is supposed to in the correct way lead the way for them and create path for them, not to drive like they are madmen to get other people off of the road. Like I overtake sometimes, and you overtake and you're in a tight spot, but you, the person who is overtaking, it's your responsibility to find a way of it's your responsibility to make sure that you don't inconvenience the people to inconvenience oncoming traffic. Yeah, you cannot expect someone to go in kubo. So when I can, I move out of the way, but when I can't, I stay. How is your weekend, guys, so far? I am directing, let me see. I am directing, let me say 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm directing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm directing 12 plays. And it's taking a toll on me. The plays I'm talking about, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, the government inspector. I'm directing 8 plays. I'm directing the government inspector. I'm directing Betrayal in the City. I'm directing an adaptation of the novel Weep Not Child by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. I'm directing another novel called The Grief Child. I'm directing another novel which was still adapted on stage, Things Fall Apart of Ogunjukiro Gwokonko. I am directing the play Snake Farmers by he's called Dr. Yusuf Serunkuma. Some of you guys know him. I'm directing another play still by Dr. Yusuf Serunkuma called Meat Festivals. I'm directing a play called Aminata. I'm directing a play. I'm directing another play called Richard III by William Shakespeare as well. I'm directing another play by Okia Omtata called Voice of the People. I'm directing a play. Why am I forgetting? I'm directing 12 plays. and all those plays are showing this month. Now there are people that have been asking me at mizanyo jogo giraga very soon nja kubamba bulira amwe musoro okulaba mizanyo munyumirwemu naye gino target audience yemwe, but I'm directing those 8 plays. Like the government inspector is a 5-act play, which is like standard. Richard III is 5 acts, which is standard. It's normally African plays that don't meet like standard 5 acts because normally Africans do andika small scripts. Yeah. What other play am I directing? Betraying the City. Oh, Return of Mugofu. What other play? So I'm doing 12 plays. That includes about 4 novels. Ziwera novenya. Zilinga novel. With Child, Things Fall Apart. Whip Not Child. Shadows of Time. Yeah. I have 4 novels that I adopted for the stage. The rest are plays. And I'm using the same cast. I wanted to create my own category, Guinness Book of Records, never rejecting. So now I'm looking for a category that my team can fit into, because globally you will want to find a cast that was able to do 12 plays. Yeah, nga cast yemu yejikola, cast y'abantu nga 14 nga bebakola emizannyo egyo. I am sure it has not happened anywhere in the world. So my cast is a record-breaking cast. I'm also a record-breaking director. 12 plays in a space of like 1 month. Yeah, and I've been doing this since 2015. Of course, the plays get bigger. I get more ambitious and more ambitious and more ambitious. I started by doing like, I think 2, and then I went to 3, and then I went to 4. And now we're going to be having 5 plays performed a day. 5 plays. That's big, man. But good evening, my people. Let me see. Nathan 256, King Daniels, Keith, Charles Sevaduka, Nathan on 30th August, Arthur ogenda kuyimba. 30th August ngenda kuyimba live, sina kubada beat. I'm going to sing live with instrumentalists. Yes. Kayongo Viani, hi, how are you? MYP. I've heard of those things. Someone tells you per million yana myake ebiri nkwe million bisatu. Ekyo wetaba charge fere. Great Expectations. No, we're not doing Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, no. Arthur, I want to act. What can I do? Nathan, you call me nkukwase production manager wange na go Nathan yomalako. You know, this season we wanted to recruit 3 male actors. Nebo nango ruba wa script we batinga begoba. Osegera like omuntu atunda script nagamba atanze buli awa mwina kumpa mitwali na ninga nafete tuzikola zo tusaba. Nga munange tubaleka katezo role ezimo jasanga bakazi be bazizanya kati. Osegera because abasajja batitizi. But Nathan, you can come and try. No labobo malako gwe kyobo manya wali waffe kuba kupika. Like I did Richard III the first 2 times, and then someone said the director you Richard inje pikira nenjimua. I'm glad I gave it away. Like Richard muzanyo wa Shakespeare, Richard III is one of the toughest roles to play, and yeah, it's just amazing. And then for the people that read The Government Inspector, I play the role of Lestakov. Mumanyi Lestakov, Government Inspector. Yeah, I play Lestakov. I also direct the play. And I've been playing Lestakov for a very long time. Like 2015, I started playing Lestakov. And yeah, I love Gogol. Gogol writes some very nice comedies, yeah? Yeah. I tell you, when I was at campus, when I was best director, I directed Gogol still. Marriage. And still the actor yazanya the main character, but call your scene. Mogo muzanyi nana year one best actor. So kad gwechobo manya. Gwechobo manya chiri chimuti Gogol abikolanga. Car lovers, good evening, Jerisha Motors. Tonzize mu lwaki Subaru za raisi mbuira. Erimu mbamu zigula za raisi era ababazi baguza eri Japan babaga lwaki za raisi Jerisha Motors. So guys, 30th August tugenda kubeera ku Bat Valley tuli mu Love for Cars Convention. Tugenda launching a magazine yaffe, atira tu launching ne My Car Diary, okitegeera ate era mbabuli ne plans for the love of cars ze mujja okuyambako to support as well ate era tulye n'ennyama tusambye ebigere tunywe soda tusambye ebigere n'abanywa kabbiya nako kajja kubayo wadde we encourage you not to drink and drive. And then of course there are going to be plenty of games and contests okitegeera to test how good you are as a car lover wekusikirako all of a sudden. And then of course we're going to have mechanics on Friday tugenda chaza mechanic era omulala agenda okubeerayo ku convention mulabe oba ali qualified ngera mwala bakasire gwe kyobamanya I pick some of the best people to be part of the convention. Samalaga londa I am getting some of the best people that I know nga bategeera byebogerako ne byebakola bagenda okubanga babeerayo ku convention to come and demonstrate and educate us. Ngenda banchaza abantu bagenda obeera ku pano yaba makanika, and then of course we might tujja kubeera ne pano yaba bureaucrats, yeah, the guys that are in government agencies as well. Nabo mbabuze ebibuuzo, Ministry of Works. We are also working on getting someone from traffic police. Okitegeera babeerewo nabo babasomese how to basically survive. You know, the law is there, but also maybe ebirala, how do you go around it to make sure that you survive? Because maybe nabibao man, you can also read between the lines of omuntu abakuli awo maso. So 30th August, Subaru is usually sold cheaply at Japan. Why? Jerisha Motors, why? There is a reason why. Ensonga njagala otubulire tugambe obatu kaga mu baziri bano nali batu nayingana babali busy nnyo. Sagala genda ku washing benge eri busy nnyo. Njagala nga bwe ntuukawo nga bankuba olupiira nga bajoza kubabuuza kunguluka. Nga bankuba olupiira nga bajoza nga nvuge muruka nga bawo nga ngenda nkuba ekyuma. Ngenda kuba kyuma kati. Ono yayigirawo emmoroka. Uwa taxi ya blockings. What taxi abada blockings ade mighty yayiga moroka. So anyway guys, today is a Sunday. Mva mu rehearsal. Today let me tell you how much I've rehearsed today. Nkoze ko ku Betrayal in the City. For the people that some of you guys read Betrayal in the City, right? Now Betrayal in the City, nkoze the prison scene, mbeda Moses ne Jere ne Yaskari. Nenkola the Regina scene mbeda Tumbo ne Jasper Wendo nenva yeyo ningene nenkola ko part of Whip Not Child nenva yeyo nenkola nenkola the adaptation of The Grief Child, that is normally a novel, we made it a play. Nenkola what other nenkola ko kwa Aminata. So little by the marathon, you know, sometimes when you don't list the things you have done, you will think you have done nothing. Yeah, Whip Not Child, Aminata, The Grief Child, ne Betrayal in the City. Return of Mgofu, I gave it to another director na kukola. So today has been a marathon. Yesterday was a marathon from morning to evening. Egronanyu sasa 12. Nagenzo kuranga ziri 12 nga sikoze broadcast. Anyway, but today ngamba abantu, since tomorrow is a Monday and all our actors also have other day jobs, so tomorrow they need to go back and prepare today, so that tomorrow they can go to work at rehearsals. So the thing is that weekends we're not rehearsing our entire days. We normally rehearse for like 2 to 3 hours, which is not sufficient for anyone that has been in the theater, you know. That's abantu bozamaziga amwala nnyo. Waliwo wali abantu abozamaziga besimira at least bana kugamwala mukama atusasi. Kyobola sagala banjolize moroka munda. Yakala neboza kungulukoka. When they wash only on the exterior, kale that one you can always fix it with T-cut. So I'm going to go, there is a washing bay up there. Kangenda akube moroko olupira ajoze munda no madigadi ajoze ne kungulu akube wano munziji wana amazi ngende nkube ekyuma. When I'm done beating the metal, then I will go and that's the time that you guys are going to come to meeting. Abatanda bangaku kumaso n'abatampa birimu ja inspection, you come and we chat. And then guys, there is a competition je tugenda obera mu fenanga nange. I have no idea what is happening. Tulabeoba kumwena waliwo abantu abagamba atha nkwepikira, let's get a fault and solve it. Tulabani anasoko kuchisolvinga. And of course I'm not a mechanic, but there are things that we all find as challenges. Never ziva moroka mpya nga kisobola okutuukako. Omulabe wa boda babadde agenda okufa. Ate nga baana b'abanaku kati fusa ayisa yaaki. Okimanyi nti mbabutamuviira abadde angwamu bwakugwamu nga bagamba ab'emmoroka bavuga bubi. Bana guys munansaasira. Nze nazimba muko katima. Owa boda bwafuna accident saagala kuziika. Because majority of the time abaana ba boda accident baba bazeereetedde. Tewali wa moroka avawe nga agenze tumira wa boda, but abaana ba boda basiru kale abasajja ba boda majority of them are big men nete balina bulungi magezi bakono guide yayoza sabitegeera. There is a time I came here and there is a moroka maybe yayoza sabitegeera yayoza sabitegeera bulungi ali waye waliwo n'omuzeeyi wano and there is no other washing bay that I know here. Manyi no okufuna washing bay ne waffe ng'erina ka machine ako. Nze wange wakanyinawo bubiri. I bought a second one thinking the first machine was dead. Munange masanyalaze ge gambuzabuza. My jet wash akakakadde kali kalamu. Then nenda okulaba nga tekakyakola bulungi. I went and bought another one thinking kano kafa. Naka akapya bwe nakaleta ne nkajja mu box. Olunaku lwe nkajja mu box ne kakola byakali bye kakola. Nenda okulaba ne vacuum cleaner tikyasika bulungi. Munange nga gundi. The thing that happened was that amasanyalaze gaali matono. Sanyalaze gaali matono. Amanyi okukoza emmoroka ono. Endo amanyi okukoza emmoroka ziri commercial. Whatever he's trying to do, I don't know. Ngenda mu gym kuba cyuma naye njagala wakoze mayinza okuva amasanyazi galo gakendera emmoroka yange njozo omulundi gumu mu wiiki ebyaddala owaje bali wayoza njagala ogikuba olupiira munda togenda kunjolezaamu osoka gikuba lupiira nano bwaseka soko imire kunyonyole emmoroka yange ogenda ojoza ogenda soko ogikuba olupiira yonna oyoko okuute kubere takasaga dikuutirako soko ogikuba olupiira ne muno munzigi mwogenda kunkubiramu muno then oyoze kungulu ebyokungulu byonna mipiira biki byoze munda nja kweyoleza mwera ogenda joza nga ntudde munda ndaga wenteeka ate amafuta gaji ngenda sasula sente mbala bano bebakola ayagala emmoroka n'asooka n'agiyiira amazzi kati mbo olupiira n'alukubako ng'ate amaze ogikuutira bw'aba tasobola kukola byenjagala nga ngenda nze olupiira balukuba emmoroka tennaba. Anyway guys, how is your evening today? Because Subaru wetandika okufa ojeevuma kale kanteekewo bankuba olupiira munda by'olujanja nyina olujanja ku mmoroka yange nze gwola naye nagikuba olupiira nga engine etokota nga ndi muki nga ndi muka S1. So anyway guys, muyombya Mark ogamba otya? Ono nga ndanga atayagala asooka kuba mmoroka yange tadiaba nenyize eno. You know there is a time I went nagenda okugula Rolex omuyani nemugala ateekamu amagi 3 nakuba amagi 2 bwakuba amagi 2 nimwe mgayo kuba amagi 3 ngate amaze okugassaako n'agiredi okusatu ali nga njaga kwekera. I am particular. So anyway guys, I wanted to ask for advice from you guys. Bobera wa wantunga you don't have energy. Ngate we feeling abulungi ngatoyira manyi. What do you normally do? Okuzza amaanyi. Okola otya nze sirina maanyi ge mazima onako olwaleero oba nkoze nnyo nyina wentuse nga agenda kukuba lupiira mbadde nninze okuyombamu. So I've worked for the entire day nakedde saa 12 nabadde nva waka. But nyina wentuse sanga munana nga mutuufu mpulira amaanyi sigayi ntaka omanyi okwekubako bwoti amaanyi gabadde ki nga mutuufu ndabira ddala sirina maanyi okitegeera kati ekyo kyakola kyenjagalira ddala ekyo kajuba olupiira akyo. Nishayi there akwamna kamashini kalinga akatalina bulungi maanyi oba nze ndabo naye olaba kamashini ako kabanga akatalina maanyi naye lwe bakakuba ku musikini kuno kayuza ddala sikini. So guys, what do you do the times that when you don't have energy? Kati olaba nyina ogenda asula ekyuma kyo kyuma kiri it's a must. Like ekyuma it's a must. Like where I am, I'm like 5 kilometers away from my gym. Like ekyuma ewange is a must. Ne bwemba sirina maanyi n'okusitulamu. But the other things bwemba sirina maanyi. You guys bwobanga toyina maanyi normally what do you do? Machine ewunye eka mama mafuta ne machine zibawundako zino butu yotajja sobola jigula bamanyira ziri butu ez'okusi no butu zaffe ziri modern ez'obubata tebazisobola etandikiriza okuwuula. Hi Henry, how are you today? But hey guys, Henry agenda beera agenda leeta juice. Ngalo kaina pressure. Mafuta ge matono. Mafuta ge matono. Mafuta matono tojulira. Na tukuzeeyo. Obo mukono gwe gutukuza. Mukono gwe gutukuza after pressure mwe bagayi. Nze pressure yange emoruka machine yange ba pressure. Like there are times when I wash my car with that thing, sikuuta. Bako kubirupiira ku ngulu eyo bwentyo ninzigale moroka nenvuga the next day I go to work like that. And that's why I was encouraging you guys to buy those things. Ogula ka machine yako nikabeera we waka. Guys, mumpe ku magazine. Sirina maanyi ge mazima. I'm like powerless. I'm powerless. Jimu Joshua Diru ngenda jikufa. Genze ne mipira mwembadde manyi muyerabidde. Naawo machine ewunye ate kireka bonna teryagala kugula mafuta kati agenza ayoze emmotoka yange ereme kutukula ajja kumpulira. Anyway nawe banjoze emmotoka guys mumpe ku magezi bw'obanga tolina maanyi okikola otya for you to get back your vibe. Like I know it's natural. You know how I kept going to the hospital and the doctor kept telling me, Arthur, you need to rest. You need to rest. And I was like, okay. Like how do you guys figure out nga amaanyi gakendedde ng'owuliranga gwe atalina maanyi? Amashini kagezezzaako okutukuzamu naye maanyi. Bano abaana beetaaga mashini ezitaggwamu maanyi. Atukuza ono nemwe neerondera ku mmoroka yange nze neerondera ku mmoroka yange era mpulira bubi nti amasannyalaze gange tegakola bulungi. Even the vacuum cleaner doesn't do very well. Okitegeera lwakuba kati ate kino ekya bode kyewaka mba sikisobolerako ddala mba neetaaga okuba nga bw'oleeta no at least naakozesaako ku maanyi ninga ndaba takozesa. Anyway, guys, mumpe ku magezi. Sirina maanyi nkoze ntya? How do I get back my mojo? Je bayita mojo, my mojo. Denga nyina amaanyi. Like I'll be honest, like from here, amaanyi matono ate nga nkimanyi no gena astulemu. like my voice definitely is there. I feel I have a little bit of energy, but then I feel like my joints ngati bulungi manyi era senga mbadde nti seevuga nga ntambula butambuzi I would be in a taxi right now nga ndi very powerless na njagala kwebaka bwebasi. So for the guys that have been through the situation, Jem Peter Mukati, how would you do? And I really want to believe that sleep can help you get better, but I know that sleep doesn't really help you get better because like like it feels like sleep that does really help you. But I find that there are people that I know that sleep less. There's a time I went to a doctor was telling me, Arthur, you need to rest. Like normally, personally, in total, I drive about 5 hours a day. And like 2 hours in the morning, about 3 hours in the evening when I'm going back home. And when I have inspections, I can drive like the entire day. And on top of that, then I go to the office and then I think, and then I do the content and stuff like that. And then I was talking to the doctor, and then he was asking me, but Arthur, what other things do you do? Because I was asking him, the guys that drive trailers, trailer. Now the guy drives a trailer from Kampala to Mombasa. How do they do it to be that they don't get tired that much? And then the guy was telling me, you know what, Arthur? Those guys have got trailer. The thing that happens with them is that for them, majority of the time, the only thing they do is drive. They don't use their brain for anything that tasking. Like now, like I'm telling you, like this month, I'm doing 12 plays as a director. It's all here. Like you need to, and some of those plays are new. Like Whip Not Child is a novel we adapted. We just adapted it as a novel. And adapting a novel to a play is one of the hardest things. That's why not so many people do it. And that's fresh. And of course, with other modifications that we're doing. And then of course, I have an event here for the love of cars, and then I figured, okay, I think I also think a lot. The guy was telling me, they don't think as much as the rest of us think. Then he will rest, he will relax. Kati, bobova kumulimu, you continue thinking, and then you drive home. Then when you drive home, that's the time you get to rest. And I normally reach home like 10 p.m. and then I sleep at like 11, and then at 3 a.m. I lose the sleep, and then I have to get up at 4:30 and stuff like that. What did the doctor tell me? Of course, the first time I was given sleeping pills, I've taken them like 3 times. And then the fourth time, the sleeping pill was not working anymore. I think that's the thing they say. You start taking one sleeping pill, and then you realize the sleeping pill is not actually working. And then you start taking 2. And then eventually the 2 will not work. And then you start taking 3. So for me, I stopped at taking one sleeping pill. When it stopped working, I stopped. Like it reaches a time when the sleeping pill, the only thing it does is make you uncomfortable. So for me, I decided that I have to figure out the sleep patterns myself. And then what the doctor told me, if you have trouble sleeping, the best thing that you're going to do, Arthur, is you need to find a weekend where you go away and then you turn off your phone or put airplane mode and then sleep. But is that easy? Uganda yarero? Is that easy? Hey bro, I got some problem for my primo ex. Ekubagana ekimotoka cha steering. You buy the steering rack. If it's a Primo, buy the steering rack. Steering rack ekubagana. They'll sell it to you at around, I think it's about 250, 280 there. That steering rack is the one that goes to the Corolla, it goes to the Wish, it goes to the Spacio, I think it goes to the Raum, right? And it's popular like that. Wait away. Like a Moroka's face in the seeing guy. Steering rack kubagana kubagana tifanti karube. You'll never find them hard, but usangazi kubagana. I tell the other old cars, steering rack gets hard. It doesn't make any noise. Arthur, get some shower. You will thank me later. Are you sure? Cause okay ngene kube chuma. Like for you guys who does not go to the gym and lift weights, how do you do it? Like I don't know how I would be when I wasn't going to the gym. Like I like having big arms. Like like I imagine myself having a hand that is like this size. I think like empewe kufua weight. Empewe kufua ne kusula. Isn't that what could happen? Like empewe kufua. Edda, I used to have a friend of mine. Yali mutini. You see this part here? His hand was like half of this, and we were the same age. So, but that was when he was in Uganda. So he gets a contract to go work somewhere in the US in a coffee company. And he was there for like 6-7 months, and then he started gymming. And I can tell you, guy, ngamunene chuma. And then I was asking myself, what kind of half of mine? Like I think it for as a man, when you're huge, in a way you feel a little bit good when you're like a bigger. Like I like being very small. That's why I go to the gym, by the way. Like, it's not like I have a lot of energy. I don't have a lot of energy. I don't fight. Like if someone tries to fight me, I go away. Also, because I don't want problems. You saw there's a lady that was being beaten. She went to a bridal shop to shop, and then she was stealing, apparently, that she was stealing a gown. And then I saw a lot of people reacting to that thing, and they were telling the owner of the shop, make sure that that person is not beaten and killed in your shop because you get problems. And I remember the time a dude stole my phone. I followed him, got him, and people were beating him to kill him. And then someone told me, Arthur, make sure that guy does not die. Because if he's beaten and he dies, you're going to be taken away for murder. That's a reflex. Like if someone like it's almost like agenda kuba gwamazi. So anyway, I remember guy bamukuba, and then someone later on gamazo kutasa guy he has gone. Someone then told me, Arthur, do you know how they do those people? Mafuta mumatu, kerosene mumatu towona. It can take a few days, but you always die. So the guy, I don't know if he's still alive, but that day he went away alive. And well, his father came and gave me money for a phone. But then later on, someone told me even the father was a thief in his youth days. Maybe he's even still a thief even now. He's trying. Of course, not as good as me, but he's trying. He's trying. You know, the biggest reason why I bring my car to the washing bay these days, since you was squat, I buy your pira. Katateva no bakutayo. You see, when I'm washing my car, so I can do the spray machine for like 2 hours trying to clean my car. Arthur, there have been discussions in about solar electronic magnetic activity in May, June, particularly solar flares and causing health issues and well-being that can affect, that has affected, that causing health issues and well-being. Jones, tell me more. That's interesting. Although most of it is gibberish for me, but tell me more. I'm an artist. History, economics, geography, divinity. Because it's into electromagnetism. So tell it to me in a layman's language. Like for example, when you say solar electromagnetic activity, what is solar electromagnetic activity? I know solar has to do with the sun. Now, magnetic activity. I know the magnet on the speaker. Now, I'm not a scientist. Please, say it in layman's language. Actually, they even have a well, like a well that has like running water. So John's info explain it to me more. Nzenga Arthur amazima leero amaanyi naye nakedde nina amaanyi. I've worked a lot naye kati amaanyi gankendedde kati kangende bwe ngenda mu gym ndabo oba kinakyuka mukkwe mulaba ogumotoka ogwo ngwagala ogugwevuga naye tebirabika kati ekyoyinza okisanga kya miliyoni nga 4 ekyawo ekiri awo ate nga kikadde miliyoni nga 4 ekyo kyolaba ezo motoka za bbeeyi. So anyway guys, sirina maanyi nkoze ntya waliwo ngambye naabe. Someone has told me it will go on its own, it's natural. Yeah, maybe don't end up with a like I'm going to go to the gym for like an hour. And Chris Fitness nga mu gym bogenda etolwayo genda kolayo 1 hour naye nga yeyo went to work out for 1 hour customer kabajozeze ewaka bwentukayo I just vacuum. You know the other method that the other trick that I use to make sure that I don't work a lot on cleaning my car every day. I bought another set of mats, the clear mats. You know this normally cars come with their own mats, the ones that come with the car, and then there are these clear mats, the clear ones that we buy. So I have 2 sets of mats. So now when I go home, I'm going to remove the clear mats in the sureri, ntekemu empya. Kati these ensuderi, the maid will wash them tomorrow. So every day, the only thing I do is remove the clear mats from the car, put the clean ones. So that has helped me. When I used to have 1 set of mats, I'd go home now, kuzirongoosa and stuff like that. So that's one thing that helped me. And then in regards to cleaning the interior, ekimu ku bintu ebyantaasa kyali nti I can vacuum. I literally just vacuum wano munda. The vacuum cleaner does a very good job. Nti no mukono teyali kikoze. And then I have my microfiber towels that I use to clean the plastics and then the seats. Every day I have to clean the seats themselves because carrying a lot of jam. So you clean the seats every day to make sure that they are clean. Your car to smell bad, and you don't want that to happen. But then of course, and then on top of that, you also want to change your cabin air filter as regularly as possible. But also, one thing I also do is I guide the people that sit in my car. Linya kubya plastic ebyo mnyalema kulinya kubira ebiwempe ebya wansi. Yeah, tudula kango lugezi but I make sure to do it. And I saw someone complaining about it. Abantu batwalako najja nalinyirire moroka najireka nga nchafu. Munno muzanyo omwana obwedda tannatandika kuoza. Obwedda ayiwa mazzi. Obwedda tannatandika kuuta. Na wanonze ntuusa obutava wano. Kale dakiika 10 ngenda bambasibula nkoleyo ku TikTok nga bubu tukuwola abantu bajje mu convention. Ne convention tugenda kubeera n'abantu 200 bokka, only 200 people. That is not including the people that are coming to exhibit, the people that are coming to be part of the panel. Agenda okwattendinga mugenda ba 200 mwekka. So when you finally get the merchant code, you pay as soon as possible. Oh no, yari yangu yakuba obudde. Of course I like a clean car, but I don't want it overdone. Yeah. Katona ayuza oli omuzeyi gwe nasanga wanula nasanga wo muzeyi. It's not sometimes body reactions and weather condition makes body weak, but after some time you'll be fine. John's info, you have run away. Tongambe bintu bya solar magnetic activity. Mazitiga tukulanga ge wangi naye kale. Mulabanga bwe neronda ku moroka ndabya abantu abeeronda ku mmere. I've been to a restaurant and then the man came and he said gana matoke simaya bagafumbye mato. Ngamba matoga manyute. I like matoke but I just eat. And then there are times I've told Mama Aban wesi nze kasompa matoke ne wompera ko mazinga gali mu munyu. Yeah, I just eat like okujja kemmere nga tewooma nyozera atha wentukiro ganti omuntu atamanyi kufumba mutufu abatamanyi kufumba. Like nga bwe neerunda ku moroka nti njagala wali watukule wali wafaanane bwe wati. I've seen people nga beeronda ku mmere. I've seen people nga beeronda mbu simanya kapeti eddugala simanya okitegeera. Genda kuba etukula enkya. Seronjo church was touch events. Honestly speaking, Arthur, I am on campaign of letting you know that you need to rest a vacation after the convention or after the convention. I'm thinking of getting someone that can do some broadcasts on my behalf. Ngasobola okujja nakolako ku broadcast we siriiwo. Yes. Hey. I'm looking for an assistant. I know kubanga ayinamu ku kiboozi. I need 2 tickets for the convention. Amina Nathan. Amina. It's solar flare bursts of electronic magnetic radiation from the sun, which can disrupt the radio signals and GPS systems. It happens periodic, a period of 4, 5. Nga season miezi ngene 5. I may be going through that. I may be one of the people that were affected. You know, I was vaccinated for COVID. Might be one of the reactions my body is getting. It's possible. You know, my DOP, we normally joke with him. He comes from a very wealthy family, one of those prominent families. And I normally joke with him. They had a cancer problem in their family. And then they have a doctor, a family doctor that gave them some of those vegetables for them to be eating or cancer. And somehow I think it has worked for them. Which is a good thing for them. And then I normally joke with him. Nganywa soda kusawa nyeze ekituka gwe gwono. Ewa mumwine ebirwadde byabagagagaga. Ate gwe ndaba onywa soda kusawa nyeze ekiro totya kufa. Bana dash 256 aliwa ata I have a ticket. Omwana oyo agenda kujja. Nze omulabira kuba ati ngenda mujjukiza nti why starch yagulira ticket wano. Walize no gino chama de Hannington nedda Arthur. Toyiya, we want you and only you. Newe nabera ku vacation nja kwagaka 1 hour you can do it even on vacation. Siba yeyiza. Neme characteristics kali kaine engeje kalabiso bulungi mu black okuva ewala. When you come near, it doesn't actually look that nice. Like that's the danger with black colors. Neme okabere wala kaine engeje kalabika mu bulungi lungi mu. Bosembera ne koononeka. Emoroka za black zali nyimenga nnyo mu SUV simu obuno omoroka waffe obutono. So guys, convention abantu bibiri mbadde nsaba I'm going to share a poster. When sharing a poster namwe munyambe mu sharingeko tufuna abantu bajje ate bashare ababadde tebamanyi nti baagala emoroka bajje balabe nti emoroka bazaagala. And of course we're going to have also abantu abali mu finance and stuff like that. Some of the problems that we have because we make very bad financial decisions. I think I've been in that position still. And Fena try to be in a position where you make a decision, okay, why how did I even do this? Because there's probably no model you're following. Once you have a model that you're following of course nange nakuna enako zenjo zimoroka yange ndaba amazinga mangi mu compound ngamba ganogo nagalaziwa. The good thing I don't normally buy the water zinembe kamaziga nkuba, so every time I get to the season of water then I have 10k namanya chicho kati bano kibansinga ko boza mipira bati. Where is Bat Valley? Serunjoji Matthias. Bat Valley is opposite olaba wali wakakuba kaita William Street olabe wali Rubis Bokida Murubise, that kakubo there. Now it's a one way. You have to go around Equatorio, eringa again the watch sekai. Then you go behind Equatorio or ita Post Bank, no ita Bank of Uganda Clinic, no ita Kololo High School, no ita Kololo High School, no Janola side ya Kololo High School ye nyino works on kaita Birari. Then Kabirari gate ya blue ku mukono gwo gwa left yeyo. Wali on stage ya border. That's where you get into. That's why you get into Bat Valley. Irago onakulwa event, we are going to make it cars. The theater is going to be a car station. We are creating an environment whereby when you enter the theater, the step woyingira boti ngatonero kam theater munda awoyingira boti odabira dango oyingi the environment ya motoka. Ngira bono fuluma novayo boti banga ava mu kiroto. So that's what we are creating for you there. And on that day 30th August we're also going to display our project car. and the people that want to buy it bajje bagirabeko aba placing the bid zaabwe bajje bongere bagirabeko and then if you end up buying it ekinkola obubi nti that weekend I'm not going to have the car mama banajja kuba atutene moroka kintuddemu kati ekinkola obubi nti omuntu senga anajja n'agula project car yange kuwolo ngenda bantambuza bigere naye bw'omutagigula kuwolo ngenda banyine moroka gyenvuga nga mama bani atwale n'agende nange nkole ebyange kati waliwo agenda obuuza tagenda abeerawo ku event tajja kubeerawo mama bani tajja kubeerawo ku event kuwolo. So and that's the challenge I see ku event yo konti nyinzo okujja nga kuba bajja kundetako munnamukadde naye bwe munaba temuguze corona temuguze project ka nja kuddirayo mweye waka bwe munaba mugiguze ngenda kubigere but of course nali agadde mugigule nkole project ke eyokubiri. I've already spotted the project I'm going to do next. Just change agala by mejigula. You know when I'm buying the project cards, I saw a guy ku TikTok. Boba Manyi, nti a project car is supposed to be a very bad car. Like it's supposed to be a rusted car, you know, kubanga under normal circumstances te wali jiguze, ngesi yo natejagala. That's where I differ from them. I believe that a project car should be something that needs a bit of work, not a lot of work. Right? Like rust is something that you cannot remedy, especially in Uganda. Remedying rust. Some people think a project car is a car that is not even supposed to be legal for the road. But me, I believe that a project car, you buy a car that if it had been looking nice, I believe in comfort. Comfort. Comfortable. Ngovuga vuzi n'ogende Nairobi. There someone twaine Duncan Duke Chimeza and Duncan was saying abana baina project car and the cars he was talking about are cars that are not driving on the road. You cannot drive that car every day. Me when I'm working on my project car, I'm working on a car that I should I want to have a car ngansolo givuga buli lunaku n'entwala gyendaga okitegeera and stuff like that. But some people believe project cars are supposed to be dirty cars that are not roadworthy. I don't believe that. Chovola bachintwalira bango okufuna project car. Arthur amazima amasime. Do you recommend amazi amasime? Do you recommend? I think yeah. Agamazi no malungi, depends where you are. Like me, nange njagala okusima amazi sometime to come. But nze ndi ku lusozi. Nze wendi wange sinze ndi ku lusozi top. Naye wendi tewali septic tank ya muntu mulala ejja wembeera. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Tewali septic tank ya muntu ejja wembeera. And oba soak pit. And that's something that you should consider. Nga tonna sima amazi. Because if you're at the bottom of the and I don't know how natural filtration of water works, but me, I would imagine that if you're at the bottom at the valley, nga gwali wanseri mu valley, abali waggulu eri, they are soak pits. They filter their waste and it comes to your well. And for me, that can never sit properly with me. Nenze wembeera teri soak pit ejja kubanga egenda mazzi gange. If I end up naye gyendi waggulu waliyo amayinja, which is why in the measurement egenda kubeera very serious okukakasa nti wenteeka oluzi amazzi weegali tegagenda kala anytime soon, because ye waffe gyembeera nalabako oluzi olwakala. So I want to be very careful. Sagala gasima out of excitement, because the way with our weather here in Uganda, nze tanka zange zikala omulundi nga gumu oba ebiri omwaka. And you know what happens? Tanka okukala kitegeeza enkuba eruddewo okutonnya. Nze ebuutu agigudde. Nze senga enkuba esobola okutonnya. Enkuba senga eba esobola okutonnya every like 4 months, I would actually be very okay. 4 months buli myezi enekuba netonnya kuba nyina tanka za lita omutwalo ate ngenda wanikayo lita nga 10 oba 12. Kati awo I be sorted. And how my water runs so fast is because wange sina toyi ya kinya zonna za amazzi. And that's what all mwena abatanaze batemuzimba toyi za binnya. We will be able to drive on the project car on that day. Only the people that have bidded, we can stop placing a bid. Bid forms gonna come available for you to buy. Bid form gonna zigura. Hey, bid forms are going to be on sale. On sale. Kakati, bo biddinga. If you bid, no gama the other project here njagarange njibule. No take a bid. You can drive no feeding amu. No, la beto ina no tuvugira wanene. So gena no jivuga muno wude plate erinnya shoko ziri zita empira girespondinga zita akalido kali katya ready ekolete yo na esa akola ati even now you're going to be able to test those things, but only if you bid. Abata biddinze unfortunately njate musobola kuvuga mu project car okitegeera hali mukaza anze one. Arthur, thanks for the great call. I need your advice. I can't drive a Toyota Fielder 1.5 liter UBL, but it has given me some serious issues. With what? With the braking system. SC. Ati hivyo navyo ampewo. Yes. Get a good mechanic. Oboji koye buko. You get a good. Normally, ebintu ebituwa obuzibu kaba very simple. Maybe because our mechanics. Baba tebabitegire moroke sobolo kuta. Manze Corolla yakola ko ku mikoro. Paka bwe nachusa ku mechanic nekola ki. Nekola bya inokola. After you watch Eric Wakabi. Sometimes I do, yes. Sometimes I do. That said, the experience I have with similar cars is once the mechanical issues start, they tend not to stop. So I'm considering switching to a Toyota Mark II Grand. Yeah, Mark II Grand yotefa. But the one thing I can tell you is once the mechanical, if you have a car and mechanical issues are not stopping, the problem is your mechanic. Chidanga gobono gama nti abana bebatandika okulwala tebalekerawo. Oba olimbyemu omuntu alwala ne bamujjanjaba naawona okujjako ng'alina a chronic issue, and normally I don't know if I'm using the right word, ng'alina obulwadde obwo obutawona nga bw'onolaba abantu nti family yaabwe erina sickle cells osegira obwo tebuwona. But with cars it's totally different. If you're having a problem with SC, the SC system has a problem. If it means switching out the entire system, switch it out. If you have the braking system empewezo zitandikira ku savo, have you tried to buy like the entire system nogula the savonge jiddeko brake cylinder? Because that's where normally the problem is. Over ABS webe ku obuziba giraawe ontegera kyenkugamba ebisedemu it's just a fuse. I find that majority of the time when you get problems, it's the mechanics, it's not the cars. I'm avoiding the Mark X because of 2.5 liter engine, which would be too much. Guys, I'm covering like this to be able to read the comments because there's too much light. I live in Lunguja, about 7 kilometers from Kampala, where I work. Where I work, and weekly fuel budget at the moment is roughly 70k in a fielder, but I can extend. Gula Mark X, you can manage the Mark X if you have a budget of 130 or 7 kilometers. 7 kilometers, that is 5k in a Mark X. That's 5k chitegeza. You can use 10k a day. That's about 70 still. Ira fielder webe kunywa nusu emitwalo musanvu per week. Chitegeza ne kusata do tambula ne ku Sunday, and most people you work every day Monday to Sunday. Still Mark field webe kunywa nnyo mpozi jam. Would the Mark II Grand be a smart choice if one? Yes. Guys, Mark II Grands have never had issues. I'm telling you. Guys, any mechanical issue you have with your car, your mechanic is the problem. After, since you refuse to change the project car to manual, do it justice and give it to a Mudumu. I'm thinking about it. There are other alternatives to the Mudumu. Because that car, if anybody is going to buy it, because anybody that buys it will not be buying it as a project car. They'll be buying it for daily driving. I'll give you an example. Emoroka yinza okugwera mu million nga 14 15. Emoroka million 14 15 wegenda okubeera tosobola funa moroka ejenkana bulungi. Ontegeera tosobola funa moroka ejenkana bulungi. That's where normally the thing is. Kati atenga abantu normally agule moroka eziri wezo abayagala moroka etanywa. Katogisaako omudumu biseera ebisinga abogifulo baka, for example, let's say you make it a straight pipe, oba no modifying the muffler, oba nojjayo silence emu nojijjayo, oba zombi nozijjayo. You get it affects the fuel consumption. Already it's a turbo car. it's of course it has more power than this car. You know, genuinely kumbitana ili kumbisatu. But of course nem consumption yayo eitamuko. Eitamuko mzee maze? Nkaze kuba ngenda mu nfuufu. Kale. Aha. But rainwater is better, most especially if you connect filters. Well water is hard water, not that healthy. Yeah, but when you put filters, I think literally all water is safe. And then kati wane Uganda, tetunywa amazzi gatali mafumbi. Ostegira kati ate bw'oteekako filters, oteekako ne UV eyettwa buwuka bubuli invisible. Ate kati awo amazzi oba gafudde mazungu. Kati mu kiyungu osobola oteekayo UV filter. Libanga, you can just drink off the tap. Watch kutube. Amanyi ga gym oba nagafuna naye nyino gena ku bench nkube set zange nga musanvu. Chris fitness yagamba kuba set 3 set 2 angera kuba set musanvu because engeri nyina ka marathon ko kola. Yeah. The next couple of weeks ka marathon kanene. Until August because kayate tuli mukole bintu bya love for cause convention. But guys, I expect to see all of you ku convention. Mwenda mwalize. Tugenda Governor Award, by the way. Hey, tugenda Governor Award. You guys have seen our logo. Tugenda kola award ziri mu shape ya logo ya For the Love of Cars. And tugenda kubaka abantu betu bakubirabo. Ate the best first contenders be mwabali wano ku channel. Because you're the reason why we are what we are as For the Love of Cars. And I want to tell that For the Love of Cars where already ina abantu bewe emirimu which money, and it can literally give other people employment courtesy of you guys. Nekati sawa mbasiwe mpapyo no myenda bene byayozezza then ngene nkwate mu cyuma bwe maro kwata mu cyuma ate ngende mamamba ne ambuze lwakinguddeyo baya bachali bibabira bugoluddeyo why did you come early, we did not spend time with you blah 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 chokate nga batate bisere bisinga otuba tusiba wakatusiba mu kisenga tulebas abe mu Kenya Basic Chris Chambade Hannington Jerisha Motors Zaz David Klaje VIP Gizamba Sadi Ibrahim Morad Kemomo VIP Keith King Daniels Nathan 256 Charles Sebaduka Sha Kayongo Viani Muyombia Mark Henry Modern Juice Chiza Plumbing TV Frederick Starch Events Runjoji Mathias Jones Info Karim Akatuhurira Boaz Nicholas Kakoza yes guys mwebale nnyo kubera ku broadcast. I don't take it for granted guys. Encha kumacha egenda kubera broadcast yako bachanga bu 7:25. I don't take anyone for granted. Number abali mukamoli, even you guys that are watching this broadcast later on in the night or tomorrow morning, mukama bampe mukisa. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao.